Chester44, and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mysteries of Westgate. Last episode, we made our way into this location here, known as, Mintassen's Mysteries, curios from very faraway places. It was kind of a side story in a way. Sure, it was a shop, we could have bought some things, but there were also a whole bunch of things on display that were interesting to look at. That said, now we're going to head further north. We're not going to go through to the Arena District right now, but we are going to take a look at what's up here. Signpost and a telescope. Interesting. This old weather-beaten sign, placed here by a group calling itself the Westgate Archaeological Guild, points to the nearby lens and has a brief explanation called the Seven Hills. At the height of the Campaign dynasty in the year of the Red Rain, 927 DR, the Council issued the Temple Ban Edict in response to the great excesses of the Prince Templars and the Reaver King, forcing the active religious houses to move outside the city. Following the ban, the seven greatest temples, those of the Moander, Garagos, Gaunador, Jurgal, Savras, Sylvanus, and a final now-forgotten deity, established 7 shrines atop the 7 hills to the immediate west of the city. The Temple Ban Edict was reversed in the year of the Draco Rage, 1018 DR, allowing the temples to move back into the city. Since then, the 7 shrines have remained unused. Since 1354 DR, the Westgate Archaeological Guild has petitioned the Council annually for permission to conduct excavations of the hills. These sites have seen religious rites performed since before the city existed, perhaps even as far back as when the region was only a distant outpost of the ancient Jamdath Empire. As such, the proposed excavations are of great historical and academical significance. To date, the Council has rejected these petitions, citing the need to both respect the religious rites performed there, and also to maintain the memory of the past. Interesting. The lens of this device is locked in position such that it permanently points to the west. There's a small box built into the base with a slot cut into the top. The words 5 gold pieces are written above the slot. If we look through the lens, it's dark. Insert 5 gold pieces. The gold pieces vanish as you place them near the slot. As the 5th one disappears, the lens lights up. Look through it. Despite the darkness of the night, the lens serves to amplify what little light there is so that you can clearly see as if it were day. The lens is pointed so that 7 hills can be seen beyond the great western walls of the city, on each of which is positioned a circle of standing monolithic stones. On the nearest hill, the circle consists of 8 blood-red stones you guess to be about 3 times the height of a human, all curving inwards like massive fangs. The circle on the hill just to the right, and a bit behind the first, consists of 10 to 12 stones entwined in vines and positioned under a half-dozen massive trees draped with sinewy moss. The next 4 circles are a bit obscured by the first 2, though you can catch glimpses of great marble stones on one, and odd blue structures that almost look like gems on another. On the final hill, set a bit apart from the first 6, lies the final circle, consisting of 7 massive monoliths of the deepest black. The entire hill is shrouded in a cloak of shadows, an odd fact considering it is treeless and otherwise exposed to the sky. Interesting. Okay, trader, commoners. Oh, why are you running around like that? Okay, this house we can go into. Let's take a look. Halt there, sir. I'll need to just check you for contraband substances. Why? Because of the big race, of course. The boss doesn't let in anything that might be able to be used to fix the results. What substances are contraband? Potions of speed, and anything that might be able to be used to either hasten or slow down animals. There's a lot of money flowing around this particular race, you see. The boss might lose his reputation if anything suspicious occurred. Why is all this necessary? Okay, go ahead and check. Okay, he's clean. Enjoy the races. Oh, and if you leave, you'll have to be rechecked at entry. But as long as you stay in here, you're fine. Huh. This is a track? A racing track. Okay, this should be interesting. Grunt. You're no going back. Go away. Get out of my way, I'm trying to watch the races. Sorry, we're not taking bets just yet. Why is that? There's a big race between the house champion Big Bruiser and the challenger Dalen Downs soon. I'm still working out the odds. Come back little later if you want to make a bet. Got a good feeling about this next race.
Hello there.
Grunt's as solid as a brick and about as smart. Let's see. Tudor Featherwink.
What do you want?
Can I help you? What's your story? You're kidding, right? Do I know you? No, but you're in a tavern. Look, I have some very important business to attend to, so if you don't mind... Oh? What business? Get lost! Okay, then. Track bartender? What can I get for you? I'd like to see your selection of drinks, if I may. Maelstrom's Punch. Maelstrom's Punch is a house specialty of the track, for it is the normal house brew enchanted lightly by the house sorcerer so that the imbiber's senses are especially heightened. Okay. Symbiont Swill, a dark and bitter drink made from fervid root and designed to fell a grown horse with a single swig. And Solomon Sublime, a specialty of a local wine brewer. It's thick and pungent, but it goes down easily, giving the imbiber the sensation of flight. Excuse me. Doesn't look like there's much else. I mean, there's the chef back here. What are you doing talking to me? Can you not see I'm busy? But I like to ask some questions. Oh, the things I do to suffer for my art. Does Volo have to go through this every time he writes an epic? Do any of the great masters? Oh, my beef. Oh, my broth. Oh, great muse, do not desert me because of this insufferable wretch. Are you still here? Go away, I tell you. Go far away. Oof. Brum.
Hello.
Normally I like a good chinwag, but can you let me finish my dinner first? Come back later if you like and perhaps bring some ale.
I'm leading? I think I deserve an extra share of the loot for this.
Jeez. Let's take a look at if we can check in this footlocker. Nope, can't look in there.
I'm certain.
Okay, well, we've investigated the track. I guess that much else here at the moment. Probably come back here later. Okay, that was a thing. Let's continue on. There's a trader there. A locked door here. The door opens a crack before slamming in your face. Okay. Back here. Trader, commoner, trader. Well, I guess we can go into House Erdo. We do have a quest for that. Let's start by talking to the guard.
State or business?
My business?
You're here to talk with someone from House Erdo, right? So tell me who it is and what you want, and I'll see if they're available.
Can't I just go in and find the person I'm looking for?
No, you can't. If you could, I wouldn't be standing here, guarding the door.
I need to speak with Dahlia Erdo.
You have business with Dahlia, huh? I don't envy you. What's it about?
Just tell her it concerns Okuzo's imports.
Very well, I'll go talk to her. That is if her 3 goons let me get close enough.
I assume you're here to negotiate on Okuzo's behalf. That's good, because I can't stand her or her smelly little shop. So, what does she want? I could throw in a trip back to Karator if it will get her out of Westgate faster.
Ha! Good one, boss.
Do I look like a negotiator, woman? Then what are you here for, half-breed? If you're looking for your long-lost mommy or daddy, save it. I don't want to hear your sob story. Maybe he's come to get his face sliced open, boss. No, don't break his mouth just yet. I need him to go back to that little foreign woman and tell her she'd better accept my offer. House Erdo will crush her one way or another. Selling now is the only way she gets anything out of it. Her business is small and poses no threat to you. My family disagrees, and their word carries a lot more weight with me than anything you could say. After all, You're a nobody.
Let's kill him now, boss. I've not killed anything in several days.
Not in front of the family estate. Besides, I want him to deliver my message. We're done now, messenger boy. Go and tell Okazer what I said and be quick about it. Did that not work? I need to get inside. Okay. Fine. I guess we can travel back to her. If I go to this gate, will that just open it up as a location? Fine. We'll travel back to her and let her know. I expected more. So diplomacy was impossible. Arena Southgate. Oh, because there's imports. I wonder if an Intimidate would have worked. Or anything.
Hello.
Greetings, Alueth Narikin. It is pleasant to see you again. Dahlia Erdo refuses to back down. It does not surprise me. Do not blame yourself, Alueth Narikin. This woman is very difficult to understand. Unfortunately, I am sure I will have to deal with her again in the future. I thank you for your efforts. Unfortunately, it didn't work. For now, the only option is to wait for Dahlia to make her next move. I wonder if it would have worked if we became more known. Unfortunate. Oh well. Back to the market. Still plenty of time. We can take a look around the inner loop now. Still traders and the like, so let's see what we got here. The Merchant Council keeps taxes low and profits high. Slicker.
Spare a coin, friend.
Ooh, what do you want? Why are you following me? I don't know nothing. Tell me what you know. Oh, this is the guy who was there when that exploded. Tell me what you know, and there's a gold piece in it for you. And why are you hiding in plain sight by these completely conspicuous crates?
Gold first, talk after. Take it or leave it.
Give Slicker a gold piece. Slicker pockets the coin deftly.
Listen, you mangy adventurer. See these crates here? They belong to a wealthy merchant family called Belubzi. Exploding their stall would be a bad move. Belubzi's nothing if he ain't connected, so I figure I'm safe right here at the stall. Not like that house.
What about the house?
That's what I was just explaining to you, dimwit. This here is Belubzi's stall, well-connected merchant and all. That house that just exploded to the seven heavens? Well, it would be one to blow up. Most folks think it's abandoned. But Slicker knows that ain't the case. I've seen some curious folk coming and going from that house for a long time. They think they is discreet, they does. But Slicker's too cunning. Slicker sees. Slicker knows. And earlier today, there were some new people observing that old house. Yes, there was. Didn't see them leave, though. Probably nothing left but ashes now. Yes, let you adventurers blow yourselves up. Slicker'll just stay here and take the gold from your corpses. Slicker'll be safe at old Belubzi's stall, you'll see.
Very curious. Is the house still burning? It is. We're not going to be able to get back until later. Not until that goes out. Alright, let's move on. Weapon Merchant.
Well, I'll be, if that isn't Devil's Spite you're carrying. It's the best copy I've ever seen.
I don't know what you're talking about, Blacksmith. If this blade looks like Devil's Spite or whatever, it's just pure coincidence.
A pretty big coincidence, if you ask me. Last I heard, the weapon had fallen into the hands of some night mask known as the Lady of Ships. I never saw her, but I heard she was a half-elf like you.
Do you really think this scrawny little thing could become some important night mask? Huh! I never said she was important, just some collector the other merchants around here are dealings with. Looks like the blacksmith thinks I'm a night mask, and nothing you can say will convince him otherwise, Alueth. Yeah, nothing I could really do there. Sorry. It's no matter to me, anyhow. I'll sell to night mask just like anybody else. I ain't particular. What do you need? I got weapons of all types. If it slices, dices, or smashes, I got it. Alright. Weapons. Adamantine weapons. Alchemical silver weapons. Arc Asunder. Ooh. Blade of Chult. Standard weapons here. +1 and +2. We have a +1 longsword, I think. Yes, it's a +1. +2 would be nice, but we can't even we can barely afford it. No thanks. Ogram Siege Bow. Okay, some interesting things. Alright, moving on. Couple commoners here. Druid Merchant. Greetings. I am Liaga Kintri. Oh. Greetings. I am Liaga Kintri of the Emerald Enclave. Druid rubs in her nose in irritation. You mean the Emerald Enclave? Yes, the Emerald Enclave. So you've heard of us. Well, the Enclave concerns itself mainly with the Vilhan Reach. We also have cells in places farther afield. The Enclave has sent me here at the Westgate to learn what I can about the city and improve relations between city dwellers and nature in whatever small way I can. And what better way to improve relations in this city than going the dome in a shop? Unfortunately, I seem to have contemplated a sickness of some kind. I am quite fit, actually, but perhaps living most of my life in the wilderness has not prepared my constitution for city dwelling. That's... Excuse me. Isn't there some spell you could cast to get over your cold? Even if I could, it would be a vulgar abuse of power. This sickness is part of nature as well. Besides, I believe my sickness serves to illustrate one of the pitfalls of living in such crowded quarters. Sure. Well, let's see what you have for sale. Yes, allow me to... Oh, I seem to have expelled something on you. My apologies. Here, let me show you what I have. Okay. Black cowled robe. Since it's 1G, it's gotta be like nothing. Green leaf, holy crap, 38,000. Light ironwood shield, made of the lion god. Briar spike, dustwood spear, tetherwood cudgel. Couple potions, and not much there. Okay, thank you for that. We'll be moving on now. Got a trader there, crafting merchant, and an annoying customer. Oh dear. What's the difference between giant centipede venom and giant scorpion venom? You mean aside from the fact that one comes from a giant centipede and the other comes from a giant scorpion? Yes, aside from that, which is better? Listen. Well, they do different things, sir. I would suggest educating yourself on the use of venoms before handling either one. They can be quite dangerous. Do you guarantee your venoms? Certainly. I mean, within reason. What do you plan to do with it? I mean, if I tried to poison someone and they didn't die... Stop right there, sir. I mean, could you wait one moment while I help this fine sir here? My brain says giant centipede venom, but my heart says giant scorpion venom. How can I help you, my lord? What's the difference between giant scorpion venom and giant bee venom? Either you're jesting or this is going to be one long day. I was jesting. Show me what you have for sale. Gladly, my lord. Crafting materials. Blank scroll, magical potion bottle, bone wand, and the various methods of crafting. none of which I really care for, because I am not a crafter this time. Well, it was useless the last time, it's not now.
Do you have any giant penguin feathers?
No. Excuse me. Oh yes, thank you for coming back to see me, my lord. Thank you so much. What can I do for you? Okay, I guess I can't really do anything with it. Alright, a couple commoners there. I'm going to investigate that person after I take a look over here, because I believe there's supposed to be another trader over here. Yes, an armorer. And there's a tiefling there. Armorer first. The dwarf turns to you as you approach, sweat pouring from his forehead, which he wipes down with his right arm.
By Clangeddon's hammer, you stink!
I beg your pardon?
You stink! What's so hard to understand?
But...
Oh, I love to fluster you out-of-towners! It's so easy! So what do you need then?
Can I see your wares? Alright, he's got armor. Bright shield. I actually wouldn't mind having a better shield. Better than the one I've got would probably be very good. Dazzler. Use daze. No thanks. Let's see. Mail of Terror. Oh wow, that's actually +1 armor bonus, +1 to strength, intimidate, fear, phantasmal killer, and wail of the banshee. If your goal is to be fearsome, then you need the Mail of Terror. No one can say who made it or for what purpose other than being scary, that is. Whoever it was, though, they succeeded, for this armor is a truly horrific sight to behold. Actually, they probably succeeded too much, for the armor was found unguarded. It is assumed that the original crafter took one look at their magnum opus and fled in abject terror. That would only be the natural thing to do. This armor is scary, after all. Ooh. Medusa Shield. Flesh to stone. Interesting. Paladin Helmet. Don't care about that. Prismatic Chain. The Mail of Fenibal Thunderbale. Fenibal Bale, half-elven hero, was a one-man wrecking crew during the Battle of Ingdal's Arm in 1065 BR. Charging directly into the human infantry, he was able to single-handedly knock them all back. Sadly, he did not survive, but his heroic feat played no small part in enabling the half-elves to win the battle and declare independence. It is a story that still inspires the Aglarondian bards to this day. Okay. I'm gonna buy this +1 tower shield. It's not +2, but it's much better than that and gives me another 3 points. Alright. Now, where's that tiefling I saw? Where'd they go? There was a tiefling here. We're marked as tiefling. Strange. Alright, well, let's take a look at this Bohemond the Belligerent. I think we have just enough time for this. Thank you very much, people. I hesitate to call you ladies and gentlemen, seeing the rather low-quality lowlifes that have assembled around me. Boo! Boo!
Quite right, sir. I've seen you do nothing that a well-trained monkey can't do.
Oh, really? Then step right up, my little simian heckler, and show us all how it's done.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Quite right, madam. You are obviously below the level of a well-trained monkey. Ha ha ha! Why, I never. Indeed, and you sound very masculine as well. Now shut up and be amused by yet another magical feat of brilliance. Did that do anything? This street performer and his audience are too busy hurling insults at each other to notice you. I'm guessing if I had magical powers, I could do something with this guy. However, I don't, so I shan't. Seriously, where is that tiefling that we saw? There was one here. Can't find anything in the Market Triangle. There's even a druid selling all sorts of nature items. Alright, still not going to be able to get into the gutted house, I think. Like they said, not until the fire dies down. Yep. So that might take a while. Well, nothing else to do here. We can go to the front. The front of the tower. Which oh, there's the tiefling.
Yes. What do you
No, nothing special. So that just leaves the tower. I wonder if the tower is the Temple of the Morning Lord here. Shove off! Me not want to talk to you. I do find it interesting how many different species there are around here. Alright, well, 5 minutes short maybe, but I think I'm going to end this episode here. Seems like a good place to pause. Next episode, we'll go investigate the tower and see what's inside. I think this might be the Temple of the Morning Lord, but I could be wrong. This will be interesting to see. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Cheswick44. That is Alueth Naraken, Renara, and Mantides. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mysteries of Westgate. And I shall see you all